Hello guys, I believe by now most of us or some of us might have noticed that I've not been on this space for more than a month now, and this is because I've been struggling to survive. Yes, I had to take out time to make sure I am fully recovered before I come up here to do whatever I do for everyone here, right? And in this video, I want to share with us what exactly happened and how I managed to survive this by the special grace of God. Between the 15th and the 24th of the month of May, right, I had this discomfort. I had bloated stomach, and sometimes it's always felt like I have overfed, and I was not comfortable with it at all. Okay, I tried taking some medications, especially to relieve pain, because I felt a general pain, within my stomach because it was bloated, and I was actually thinking about indigestion or probably something relating to gas. But then I was frequently using the toilets. I was virgin, and I couldn't really place my hand on what exactly it was. Right, at some point I felt like, okay, this might be food poisoning, and because I really was not comfortable with what was happening within my stomach, right, it was not so painful. I just had this slight pain, and even without eating much, I felt my belly was just too much. Like, I had this very tight bloated stomach, and I resumed my gym. I started going frequently, more than I was doing before. All right, and within this period I didn't see any significant change. I was like, okay, then we need to hit the hospital and all that. Okay, so first of all, I contacted one of my friend who is a pharmacist, and he said we should start by going for the H. pylori test to make sure this is not ulcer. And I was like, oh, ulcer? Well, sometimes because of the nature of what I do, I stay up late, trade almost throughout the night, and I'll have to sleep and wake up very late in the morning before taking my breakfast. And so I was like, okay, this might be the case. So let me quickly go for H. pylori test. And eventually it turned out to be positive. So I was like, okay, this is it. I started medication immediately. And exactly on the 24th of May, the night of 24th of May, at about I think 11:30, okay, I started feeling this sharp pain, all right, at the right side, of my lower tummy. This pain indicated that, okay, this might be appendix, okay. So, well, I have always known that whenever you feel this sharp pain at the lower side of your abdomen, it might be that your appendix is responsible for that. So it was so unbearable, and it was so sharp, and that was the first time I was feeling any pain close to that. So I couldn't bear it. I had to force myself, right? I live alone, so it was a bit difficult for me because I tried to, reach out to my neighbor to drive me, but nobody answered because it was late. Called my gateman, my security guys, and well, to cut the long story short, I went to the hospital that night, and there was a scan. At the end of the day, for the results, I saw that the impression was that it could either be peptic ulcer or subacute appendicitis, right? So I went straight to a consultant, and the consultant said this is appendix. So he suggested that I should remove it, but it was a general hospital, so he said there was no space. Okay, so I had to wait till the next morning. I went to a private hospital, and I made sure the scan was done again. This time around, the impression was just acute appendicitis, and it was accurate. It was so sure that this is appendix. So I said, okay, let's do it. Okay, I booked for surgery, and that was on 25th of May. Okay, my operation was booked for 4 p.m. So I called one or two of my family and friends, and I told them this is what is happening, and I'm on my way to the hospital for the operation. So come with me. As you can see, I already look sick, right? Let's go get this one. It was during the operation that it was discovered that I've had a ruptured appendix in me. Well, this is a bit difficult for me because I never had any sign. Okay, I didn't feel any pain. There was no sign that I had appendix prior to that night, which I visited the hospital immediately. And now this thing is ruptured. I mean, it has busted. Yes. So I've heard a lot of story about this and how it took, so much to get back to normal life, and the percentage risks that is involved in it. Well, it was not easy. It was not at all okay. Having to clean my bowels and everything. Well, everything changed, and I was unconscious for more than 8 hours. Yes, and this period I was just there, like I was half dead, and well, it was not easy. Like I said, I thank God at the end of everything. It's almost a month now, and I am back to my feet. Okay, you can see in this video that I was just lying, and for 7 to 8 hours I was unconscious, and I was just there.
Uncle Suru, we did now they carry you past. You're like down like this. I said, oh my baby. When you wake up, you see this video. We love you from our hearts. Really. Eh? And again, they were scaring me.
Struggling and fighting to survive. It is not really easy. Life is good, right? Yeah, life is sweet. And from this point, I, gradually became better and started learning how to walk. You can see what I'm holding there. It is, I was using a catheter to pee, and then there was also this pipe connected to my, tummy. It was where the fluid were expected to pass through. So there was a pipe inside my stomach for this, and well, it was hell of an experience. Okay, one thing I want to share through this video is please, whenever you have these kind of symptoms, like if you're having a bloated stomach or you are not comfortable with what happens within your abdomen, please and please go for a scan, because I've had series of stories about how ruptured appendicitis, claim people's life, and by the grace of God, I am one of the few that have survived this, and my healing was rapid. In less than 5 days, I was already discharged because there was no complication. Everything went well, and I just want to say thank you to God and to each and everyone who reached out. Some of us messaged me directly. I mean, those who had my contacts, and even on my Telegram channel, some persons dropped messages for me, and I want to say thank you for reaching out. And please and please always go for a scan when you feel something is not right within your tummy. It is possible that this thing doesn't give much sign, okay, for some persons, because it is possible the way our body reacts. I've never had this kind of ailment, and I'm the kind of person that never visits a hospital, and this is my first time actually. It was really not something I would wish for anybody, right? So thank you very much. I'm back, and this time around we are coming with full force. We're going to do better. We're going to make more money here, as you all know. Yeah, so just make sure you subscribe if you have not, and turn on the notification bell. I'm going to be dropping a lot of things for us that would help you make money. Yeah, Onoja Nathaniel is my name, and thank you for watching. I know some of you noticed I've been out of this space for a while now. Even though you don't, I've not been posting for a while. This is because I was in deep shit.
Deep what?